You've felt it before, even if you refuse to name it. The moment someone enters your space and silently rewrites the hierarchy without permission. No announcement, no evidence, just a presence that dares you to shrink. And most people do, instantly, subtly, pathetically. Their spine softens, their voice adjusts, their mind begins negotiating for approval that was never owed. That is the exact second they lose. Not socially, not verbally, but existentially. Because power was never taken from them. It was surrendered. And the ones who dominate? They don't force submission. They wait for it. They provoke it. They harvest it. Slowly, precisely. Like predators who understand that the prey defeats itself long before the attack begins. You think this is about confidence, intelligence, status? No, those are just decorations for the naive. The real game is much colder. It is psychological framing, invisible, ruthless, final. Whoever defines the frame defines reality, and whoever reacts obeys. Understand this, or remain beneath those who do. There was a man once. Call him Victor Hale. Not extraordinary, not gifted, but terrifyingly aware. He walked into rooms the way others walked into traps. Calm, measured, observing. He never tried to impress, because that would imply inferiority. Instead, he studied the silent negotiations happening beneath every interaction, the flicker in someone's eyes when challenged, the micro-hesitation before speaking, the unconscious need to justify their own existence. He saw weakness the way a surgeon sees fractures, clearly, clinically, without emotion, and he never rushed. Because control does not from force, it comes from patience. Weaponized. Lesson 1. Never rush to defend yourself. Defense is confession. The moment you explain, you admit there was something to question, and now you are playing on their terms. Victor understood this deeply. When confronted, he did not clarify. He did not argue. He allowed silence to expand like pressure in a sealed room. People fear silence because it forces them to confront uncertainty. And uncertainty breaks them faster than any confrontation ever could. While others scrambled to fill the void, he simply watched, calm, detached, letting them expose themselves. Because people reveal everything when they try to regain control they never had. Lesson 2. Indifference is more violent than aggression. Anyone can attack. It's crude, predictable, emotional. But indifference? That's surgical. That's domination without fingerprints. When someone tries to provoke you, a sarcastic remark, a dismissive glance, they are not really attacking. They are fishing for a reaction, because your reaction validates their position above you. Victor never gave it. Not because he was disciplined, but because he understood that reacting is submission disguised as strength. Instead, he responded with controlled apathy, just enough to signal that their attempt was beneath notice. And that destroys people, slowly, completely. Because nothing terrifies the ego more than irrelevance. Lesson 3. Control the pace and you control the power. Most people rush conversations like they're trying to escape discomfort. They answer too quickly. They speak too much. They reveal too early. But Victor slowed everything down. His responses came late, deliberate, powerful, as if he were granting time itself permission to move. This forced others to wait, to anticipate, to question themselves. And in that waiting, they lost control. Because whoever dictates the tempo dictates dominance. Always. Lesson 4. Never seek validation. Manufacture it. Weak minds ask, "Do you see my value?" Strong minds declare, "You will." But Victor went further. He didn't declare, he implied. He positioned himself as someone who did not need recognition. And paradoxically, that made recognition inevitable. Because humans are wired to chase what withdraws. He became the standard without ever asking to be measured. Lesson 5. Make them prove themselves to you. Victor inverted the dynamic. Every interaction became a silent test for them. He listened more than he spoke, observed more than he revealed. And when he did respond, it was never to impress. It was to evaluate. Once someone starts seeking your approval, they are already beneath you, permanently. Lesson 6. Ambiguity is power. Clarity is comfort. And comfort is weakness. Victor never revealed everything. His intentions, his thoughts, his limits, always partially hidden. This forced others to interpret him and project their own fears onto him. Lesson 7. Detach emotionally or be controlled emotionally. Victor needed nothing. Not approval, not validation, not even victory. And that made him completely untouchable. Here is the truth most will never accept. The world does not reward goodness. It rewards control. And control is not loud. It operates in silence, in pauses, in what is not said. The ones who dominate are not the most talented. They are the most composed, the most detached, the most aware. Every conversation is a negotiation of power. Every interaction is a test of frame. And every reaction you give is a piece of yourself handed over without resistance. So the question is not whether others think they are above you. They will. The real question is whether you will confirm it, because the moment you do, you've already lost. Power does not belong to those who chase it. It belongs to those who refuse to kneel for it. And if that makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the sound of illusions collapsing.